Well, I accidentally cut the video, which I did not mean to do, while pushing the wrong button. So that's very eventful. Yeah, okay. Nothing wrong with a little bit of parkour, right? I like how all these rocks just hit me on the head, and Gordon just does not care. Alright, nope. I don't want to say I have to jump to that thing over there, but I get the feeling like I either have to do that or no. I think I need to go over here. There you go. You have to jump to something on the Citadel. I just don't remember when. Is that a head crab noise? Scaring the fuck out of me. I remember the one dude, I think his name was Hannibal, that made all these Counter-Strike Source zombie escape maps. And he fucking put the tower, or the Citadel in one of them. He made like Lord of the Rings. He made Paradox? Something. I forget. He probably has a web page somewhere. And I know that a bunch of servers have his maps and whatnot, but he actually made like fucking ridiculously good maps. It was crazy the shit that this guy would do. Have multiple endings. I remember with Paradoxes, I think it was, like you could run the whole map in reverse. It was just a hedge maze and then a glass maze. Fucking so sick. Someday I'll check out Global Offensive, see if they have this shit on there. They probably do. I'll do it soon. I would like to get back into that, even if I don't record it. Just to do the shit. Because Hannibal did put a lot of work into that. That's the kind of stuff I would really consider actually donating if they had that. Just a little bit. Alright, so for this chapter, specifically this chapter, the last thing you want to do is get into the Nearpod. You actually don't want to get into it at all. I remember this because they open it in your face, right? And it's, oh, this is pretty cool, right? No, this is one of those old school, you're gonna fuck up until you get it right type of deals. I mean, the hint is that shit happens, but I figured, oh, it's the one right in front of me, right? Valve would never do this, right? Valve are nice guys. Okay, didn't notice me. And then you go into the white light, which is secretly a loading screen. This is what happens when you go to heaven. You ascend, and then there's a nice bright white light, and then an orange screen with a loading bar. I don't know how my phone turned on the volume when I kept it on vibrate, but oh well. Oh. Yeah, basically what they do here is they have like really stripped down humans and they have them run the Citadel. I don't even think they have a concept of self. They just kind of work here day in, day out. It's like mindless slaves. It's almost like the Matrix a bit. I don't think that's what they were going for, but it is kind of reminiscent of the Matrix. They have all the humans and like the growing like tomatoes. And they basically cultivate them for energy. Matrix had a really nice composition now that I think about it. But so does this game. I don't know, man. They don't. I don't know why they never continued this, man. The Citadel is really cool, even if you don't really spend much time here. Manufactured gunships. Trolley tram. Like, it extends so far. Like, just the scope of this is so crazy. I know this is another Half-Life on-rails sequence, you know, like the beginning of every Half-Life game, basically, but still. It's really, like, ridiculous to think of the literal scope of the Citadel. Oh, alright. Ah. Loading. Like, that's immediately a loading screen.
Security alert. Unregistered weapons detected.
Aww.
Confiscation.
I remember this shit. Fire this shit quick. All of your weapons get destroyed. Every single one. I think even the crowbar? Yeah, even the fucking crowbar is not immune. The only thing that it can't destroy is the gravity gun. The gravity gun is your only remaining gun for the remainder of this game, I believe. What it does now is it can now harm people with deadly effect. However, you cannot pick up their weapons.
Dr. Freeman. At last. I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
Okay. Also, your suit now goes to 200 charge, and that's not even full. Basically, your suit and your gravity gun get supercharged. Like, now you're almost playing like Metro or something. Now, you can pick up people, but in my opinion, it's not really worth it. It's better to just, you know, just zap them. I thought it would shield me. It didn't really shield me too well.
Well, Dr. Freeman, under other circumstances, I like to think we might have been able to work together in an atmosphere of mutual trust and respect. Certainly, judging from your brief tenure at Black Mesa while I was its administrator, you showed every promise of becoming a valuable and productive contributor to the scientific process. And yet, I'm not sure what spurred you to it. But there is really no place in this enterprise for a rogue physicist.
Yeah, I gotta play Black Mesa. I do own it. Played to completion because I played Half-Life Source. There you go. As you can see, this part of the game is pretty easy. Because there's not exactly much for you to fail on. I like how just picking them up kills them. I also think this is the part of the game where you can get the trophy to fire back the energy balls. I don't think taking one of those counts. But this is one of the easier parts. I forget. Again, I literally did this over a decade ago, almost. Like, in another year, this will be a decade since I played any of this. So crazy. It's crazy how old this game is, but how awesome it is in, like, so many respects. There you go, I beat one motherfucker with another one.
To blame, of course, my disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater than my sorrow over your unfortunate choice of career path. In a way, I suppose you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible, but while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is you alone who have chosen to act in such willful disregard for humanity's future.
Okay. Not the kind of guy you want to hand in a resume like Gordon Freeman's to. This is an elevator. I think you have to hold out here, which is far easier than what you would think, because again, you one-shot people. I don't think I can kill those guys. Can't see. These are the most deadly enemies, because they're basically flashbangs. There you go, that works. Can you fire one of those up there? You're done. I'm killing you now. This isn't going too well for them. I love this charged gravity gun. I really think this is one of the cooler things they did. The gravity gun, of course, being like one of the more interesting weapons I've used in the FPS. The often copied physics manipulation tool. Go. I love the insta-heal as well. Alright, I'll just let you down nice and easy there, buddy. What the hell? You can like see the stuff glitching out. That's interesting. Oh. Whoop! There he goes. No hope for survival. Yeah, basically what it does is it magnifies the gravity gun's power, and it also lets it pull any kind of human entity. I just play catch with myself. Dude, that is just brutal to disintegrate someone like that. That is just a very brutal thing to do to someone. What? I picked up the console.
Destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought.
Yeah, because I don't speak. Mum's the word. Alright, you're coming with me. Can I put his body in there? There we go. That's nice and fucked up. Okay, I thought I was supposed to do something in that other room.
I have laid the foundation for humanity's survival. And not as we have narrowly defined ourselves, but as something greater than we could ever imagine. Something we can now only begin to glimpse.
You pull this off? Holy shit, okay. You can do whatever you want. Alright, I think right here... Which, by the way, that thing was stuck under there. I believe there's a boss coming up right now. Yeah, there's a fucking Strider. The Strider, even though you have additional suit energy, will kind of fuck you up if you're not careful. So you actually kind of don't want to... I could go home. There you go. Shit. So apparently you can't shoot it away from you. There's like fire orbs at them. There you go. It's hard if you don't know what you're supposed to do and like how to like predict his firing pattern. Actually faster than
Look at what you are throwing
taking him out with
away.
rockets.
Is it worth it?
Oh. Regretfully, MMOs. Regretfully, loading. Alright, this is basically... I like how I have exactly 100 points in my energy. Yeah, I think unfortunately now you have to make the dumb decision of getting inside this pod. You have no choice. You basically have to. I think this is the end of the level. Ah, hey. What's good, buddy? Anyway. Oh no, the red laser. That can't be good. Uh-oh, put this one down the left path. Oh no, they got a special upwards path. Alright. Oh, this is nice. I remember this. This is like a very, Deus Ex-ish kind of nice overtone of the entire city. See, they hail it out perfectly by showing the gunships go out. Where's my view? I remember this view. This view was to die for. I remember when I first played it. Come on. Where is it? They really know how to set the tone when you play Half-Life games. I mean, I think that's one of the best things, you know? When you have a game where the protagonist doesn't talk, they really know how to, like, instill a sense of awe. I mean, I totally don't believe this is what the City 17 actually looks like from above. But it's just a nice little way to, like, kind of put you in perspective. A little bit. You know, the small things help.